I believe it was El Mango who said to have... Well, I suppose if that's the case, I actually want just pumpkins in here, because your rates get reduced if you have the same crop just planted over and over, apparently, between pumpkins and melons. They do work best together. However, the pumpkins and the melons are not really worth it for diversifying for me at the moment. I don't need melons. I just need pumpkins. So this is going to be a pumpkin farm. I keep changing my mind back and forth on that, but I'm fairly certain it's just going to be pumpkins. Just pumpkins. Nothing but pumpkins on that one. Let's see. Yeah, you can tell that's going to definitely be an interesting setup underground, because I'm going to have to set up all of these rails and stuff underground, as well as what I did above ground here, simply by virtue of having the... Let me climb up here, because what I need is I need to be able to reach up here, because the redstone output faces me. Okay, so yeah, by virtue of having all of these various well, I can tell it's working. Something grew. But yeah, by virtue of having all of these blocks in place, I'm able to have all kinds of useful stuff going on. You can see the pattern here is quite simple now that I'm removing the transmission blocks. The crop will grow. That one's fully grown. Let me actually plant that. The crop will grow, and this observer will detect the block update of the crop, which will then send a redstone signal out. If that redstone signal goes straight into a block, the signal can transmit in all directions of that block. Meaning, what that means is if I were to, I need slabs for all of these. If I were to utilize my, if I were to utilize my my redstone wiring here and just put redstone on all of these blocks, when one of these fires, almost all of these will always fire. However, because I only used one block, the block updates will not trigger very far. Specifically, it only triggers in the surrounding blocks. I do not need to further enhance it. Oh, okay. Why do I keep hitting the pickaxe? I want the axe for that. But yeah, the block updates will trigger the pistons firing. The pistons firing will then break the crop. So this one's fully grown. I can't grow it anymore. However, that one in the back, for example, boom. Each time the plant grows, it fires those pistons. Same for this one. If I wired them all up, they would all fire. So I don't want them all wired together. Yeah, you really got a good view on that one. This one fires 4, this one fires 2. And the reason for that is because of the placement. I specifically designed this farm so that the farm is not capable of growing these corner ones in these far directions here. It'll only grow on this coarse dirt, which will not spawn any mobs, which is why I used it. Let me see if I can hook this one all the way in the back. Okay, so they're all fully grown. Now the next time any of these fire, it should be breaking a pumpkin block, which will show up in this chest. As we can see, I already have one. That is good. The farm is already working. These hopper minecarts are doing their jobs. They're doing their jobs very well. The next thing I need to do is encase this whole thing. I plan to use probably cobblestone. However, first I need to put half slabs on the top to prevent monsters from spawning on it. So I need to go to, not that one, the one below it, this storage chest where I keep the half slabs. Grab a handful of half slabs. I can throw the iron ingots back away into the storage for all of my iron. I do not know where I'm supposed to be storing my bone meal at the moment. I don't think I have a designated bone meal location other than all the way out by my farm. Will you please stop trying to wander in the base? And of course he spits at me. So yeah, that's that. I need... I suppose I'm good at the moment. Oh, I need to put away the observers. I went through a lot of observers. I do believe I'm out of nether quartz. I would need to double check. If I am no longer in possession of any nether quartz, that means that I will need to make a trip to the nether biome soon in order to acquire more... Oh, wow. In order to acquire more quartz so that I'm capable of utilizing more observer blocks. So now that all of these are covered in half slabs, they are verifiably unspawnable. I did need one more half slab just to make sure that the pumpkin block is not spawnable as well. So let me mine out this one, put the slab on the pumpkin, and then I can mine out these. Make sure nothing went in the storage chest there. I'm good. Let me put my axe away. Let's see, I need one more stone slab. Okay. And then I can encase this whole thing. Probably in cobblestone. Because I don't want Endermen messing it up. I don't want Endermen teleporting around it and grabbing stuff off of it. I just want it to be left alone. I want it to be safe, and I want it to be secure, and I want it to produce all of my pumpkins for me so that I don't have to harvest any more pumpkins. Because, oh my god, they take so many axes from me just to harvest them all. Yeah. So, with that lovely development of events, I believe... Now I shall be encasing this whole thing in cobblestone. Oop, nope, don't stop sneaking, because I'm standing on ledges and I don't want to fall. There we go. I am making use of a Minecraft Bedrock Edition feature where it is possible to sneak, to crouch or sneak, and then I am capable of clicking off in the distance where I am not capable of placing a block, and then I can simply have the block get placed in front of me as I hold on. There we go. I can have the block get placed in front of me as I go through and make sure that all of this is nicely, neatly wrapped up in a lovely cobblestone wrap, I guess. I will need so many cobblestone slabs. So I'm just going to grab them all. I'm going to come over here, place all the ones that I either need or have, whichever comes first. Because of the way this all is laid out, the results definitely vary. Person to person. However, the farm results do not vary. This is a very stable farm, very stable build. This farm does not disappoint. This is a very good farm. And now that I have all of that in place, I can go ahead and board up over here. Place that down, get these slabs in, slot those slabs in, and I am done with the roof. Cool, I built my way up to the roof. I now have cobblestone surrounding the redstone components with half slabs on top to prevent monsters from interfering. I can wipe out these stairs that I was using to access the upper levels of the farm. I can empty out the storage chest of any miscellaneous extraneous items. Grab more of my cobblestone, and then I can go ahead and continue building this out. As it fills up, I will have the walls replaced with jack-o'-lanterns in order to make sure that the plants are getting proper lighting at all times, not just that one pumpkin in the center. I want each crop to have its own proper light source, if possible. I know that's actually really extreme. It's massive overkill. However, it will prove very useful, as the farm itself will provide all of the pumpkins required to actually utilize all of this. I will half slab above the storage chest for simplicity's sake. Ah, yes. I see the problem. I have actually need to retrieve cobblestone for once, as well as return some of the cobblestone slabs. But yeah, I am almost done with this potato farm. This was not a very big build as far as time. It's very simple, very short. It's a small craft. Took me a grand total of an hour and a half, complete with planning it out and everything. And as you can see, the minecarts are of course functioning well. Or they were supposed to be. What happened to you? Why'd you stop working? You need a nudge. There you go, have a nudge. Okay, so yeah. The hopper minecarts are functioning. If they ever stop, just break open the wall, walk up to it, and give it a touch. You don't have to do anything to it, just touch it. The minecart should self-correct. There probably is a better way to have these minecarts running non-stop like this. However, I don't feel like bothering with it. Like, yeah, there's probably a better way. However, on the other hand, I'm a little bit lazy. See, I knew that guy was coming, and he still startled me. I know why they're there. I know what the phantom is beating me up for. It's because I haven't slept in a really long time period, so it's just like, oh, you need to, you need to sleep, so I'm gonna punish you because you haven't slept. So you know what, Phantom? Fine. I'll sleep. Here. There's a bed right over here. I'll sleep in this bed, and then you're gonna burn up in the sunlight. See? Yeah. So yeah, we're just watching this phantom burn up. You want some, boy? You want some? Bring it. I even got an illager banner. I can smack you with the banner. Yeah, he didn't even drop any items. Oh well. I will plant this illager banner over here. I'll plant it right there. When I get another one, I'll plant it over there. I need to retrieve this cooked mutton from that sheep that wandered into my base. This cactus has not grown much. And I believe that's my current dedicated spot for miscellaneous crops. So let me bounce out of the water there. Run over here. Why is this listed as the timer still? It's supposed to be the little red recording dot right now, and it's not. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, humans don't have the best reaction time. Humans can have good reaction time. However, humans don't always have the best reaction time. The best reaction time, I believe that record is currently still held by Taskbot, I believe it was. I will need a lot of granite, so I shall just transport it all down there. Same for the andesite. Oh, that's light gray wool. I want andesite. Let me actually throw the light gray wool away, because I really don't need light gray wool. Do I have enough inventory space to transport all of this? If I break my current pickaxe, yes. Alternatively, I could just swap the pickaxe temporarily. Yeah. There we go. Accelerated a little bit by the fact that there was that air gap, which we should see any moment. Yep, there it is. And then of course there's the water flowing in from above. Yeah. So let's see. I wanted my diorite there. Gravel can get bumped over. Oops, other way. There we go. The granite can be there. Suppose I should be organizing this from left to right, since it has a tendency to do that thing where it grabs from the bottom right. So let me organize that accordingly. That there, that there. Okay, so that helped organize a lot of the base. What I really wish I had right now was soul sand. Really wish I had soul sand, because I really want to be capable of just rocketing up to my base. Oh. Well, again, that's going in the replay footage, by which I mean I'm going to rewatch that. I will probably rewind the video So if it sounds like I'm stuttering and you're an AI, the reason why is because the timestamp on the video is being adjusted as I am trying to study the image in order to glean any information that I can from it. Come on. It's a simple jump. Okay. Now that I have this, I will go ahead and destroy the gray wool, because I do not need the gray wool. I already have plenty of wool. I don't need more wool. And more importantly, I actually do not need to leave this on for much longer, now that I'm looking at it. As the chicken supply is almost well overstocked. The lake gray wool survived. Really? Alright, I'm taking you out to the cactus, boy. Can only sleep at night. Okay. Had to make sure. Meanwhile, all of those eggs are getting deployed. Let's check and see if the farm has built anything useful. It has added 3 pumpkins since we last checked. It's a start. It'll get there. Cactus. Yes. Okay, so here is why we have walked all the way out to this cactus. I shall start with the feathers. As you can see, the item touches the cactus and then immediately decides that it wants to just cease to exist. This is because the cactus will damage anything that touches it over time. And I mean anything. If you're a mob, it'll damage you. If you're an armor stand, it'll try and damage you. It, of course, can't really damage an armor stand all that well, as I don't think armor stands have any health. It will damage your armor, which, by the way, I'm disenchanting my golden chestplate for experience, because otherwise this thing's about to break and I don't want to lose the experience off of it. The boots are kind of a little bit more worth it than the chest plate. I can replace the chest piece. It was only blast protection. The boots, however, not as easy to replace. Frostwalker 2 is a very rare enchantment. I will go ahead and harvest all of these potatoes. I'm sure there's a Russian joke in there somewhere. Blah, 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 communism. It's not difficult. You know, they say comedy is funniest when the comedy is at the expense of others. A lot of people forget that that means that the comedy is at the expense of someone, which of course means it might not be very funny to that someone. So if you're trying to be funny, you need to first ask if you would find the joke funny yourself if that situation happened to you. So, for example, if, you know, someone ran up and stabbed you. Oh, ha ha ha, I stabbed you, ha ha ha. Well, would that be very funny if you were the one getting stabbed? You know? Such a question rarely actually gets asked in comedic situations such as that, where the victim of the joke is not really considered. However, if you stop and think about it, you will realize that you might not always want to enjoy the comedy of the situation, because the comedy might not be very funny to the person who it's at the expense of, simply by virtue of them not enjoying the humor. And if they don't enjoy the humor, then you probably shouldn't be telling that joke. Not all jokes are meant to be funny. Some jokes are what is known as dark humor. Those jokes are more meant for situations where the shock and awe of the situation is supposed to bring the truth of how bad the situation is to light. For example, when there is a meme where Gordon Ramsay, I'm not sure if he actually said this, but this does sound like something Gordon Ramsay would have said. There's this show called Hell's Kitchen, very popular show, probably familiar with it. If not, the short and sweet description of it is that the contestants are trying to basically operate under extreme conditions where they are trying to prepare restaurant quality meals for customers that are trying to, well, enjoy a meal. And the boss, Gordon Ramsay, is basically a boss from hell. He's the kind of guy that you would not want for your boss. He yells at them. He's belligerent to them. He just says whatever comes to his mind. If he thinks your dish sucks, he will tell you your dish is terrible. You know, he won't sit there and apologize for it. He won't phrase it nicely. He'll just tell you your dish is bad. And this, of course, escalates when the dish has preventable issues. For example, if the dish was undercooked, then whatever the dish was, Gordon Ramsay will likely be very belligerent and upset, and he will probably yell at whatever chef cooked it in order to point out to them the error of their ways. This can cause a lot of hurt feelings. Not everyone will be happy from this result. However, there is, of course, hope. There is the potential that he will like the dish. He speaks his mind. That was mentioned. So because he speaks his mind, there is, of course, the potential that he will be appeased. He will be satisfied. He will appreciate the effort that went into the creation of the dish. Fat chance, by which I mean the odds are low, the odds are not favorable that the dish will be appreciated. The odds are more along the lines of he will probably yell at whatever chef did the cooking. He will probably not be very happy. He will probably not be very nice. And more importantly, he will probably make a lot of people cry. This is Gordon Ramsay we're talking about, so this is standard fare for Gordon Ramsay. People have attributed the fame of Gordon Ramsay to how much Gordon Ramsay dislikes people, which baffles Gordon Ramsay at times, because Gordon Ramsay is like, why would you ask me to insult you? However, some people, they're like, oh my God, you're Gordon Ramsay. You're that guy who always insults everyone. Hey, give me an insult, they'll say. And then when Gordon Ramsay insults them, they're like, oh my God, that's terrible. Why would you ever say that to anyone? And Gordon Ramsay's like, well, you asked me to insult you. What did you expect to happen? You know? Did you expect sunshine and rainbows? No, that's not how insulting someone works. That's just not how it works. And so the people usually get quite thoroughly upset. And they're like, oh my God, why are you so mean? And Gordon Ramsay's like, well, because you asked me to be mean. You specifically said, hey, I want an insult, you know, give me an insult. And so he insulted them, and then they got upset. And it's like, why are you upset? This is what you wanted. You actually asked for this. And they're like, well, I didn't think you'd be so obtuse about it. You know, you're so rude, so mean. Why are you so mean, Gordon Ramsay? And he's like, well, because that's what you requested, you know. However, there is a meme, or meme, if you want to mispronounce it, but there is a meme where Gordon Ramsay is yelling at his chef, and I'm not sure if this actually happened on the show, but the food was undercooked, so Gordon Ramsay yelled at them, according to this meme, do I have to resurrect Hitler to get him to show you how an oven works? Which, not many people like Hitler. I don't like Hitler. So no worries there. Hitler has no favor with me. I do not like Hitler. However, the joke is that, of course, Hitler is famous for gas chambers. So for him to describe the operation of an oven, linking it with Hitler, the comedic result is that, of course, in a very dark way, he is asking, like, are you so unfamiliar with how ovens actually operate that I would need to resurrect some monstrosity from the depths in order to teach you how to properly use a convection oven? You know, that's the joke. As for how funny it is, it's debatable. Some people won't like it. A lot of people won't like it. Some people will like it. That's fine. I found it a little bit humorous. I do enjoy a small dose of dark humor. However, the quality of the humor is very important to me. So in large doses, I find dark humor to be rather blasé, rather bland and untasteful, rather tasteless. And of course, crude humor is not exactly enjoyable. Did I break the leggings already? Oh my. So crude humor is a no-go for me. I don't like crude humor by virtue of I've heard more than my share of crude humorous jokes and limericks. I know crude humor. Crude humor is crude. You know, it is what it is. I want that there. I want to withdraw this. hand slot do I currently have? Oh, I have that one. Okay. I have my my cooked mutton. So yeah. The very in-your-face attitude of the joke demonstrates the capacity of humans to understand both the comedic nature of the joke as well as understand the more imminent nature of the joke. If I put this in here, let me pull this out first. If I put this in here, will I get anything? No. If I put these in here, will I get anything? No. Okay, let me put the fuel back in. Let me put the helmet away. Let me equip the pants. Leather pants. Just like denim. Let me retrieve my pickaxe from one of these barrels above. Which one held my pickaxe? There it is. Stone pickaxe. I have a decent supply of arrows currently. Is there anything I want to retrieve currently? I have looting 2, but I don't really want to put looting 2 on anything currently. I suppose I can get started on these pumpkins. I already have 6 of them. So let me grab the shears and make sure I closed all my doors because I don't want things exploding outwards. I know how those chickens get. Let me grab these shears. I could do this in the base, but this gets messy sometimes, so you want to do it in a nice flat open area to make sure you gather all of the components that go flying out. And then boop, 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 boop. And then you switch to your axe. Or you can pick up the seeds first. But you switch to the axe to harvest the pumpkins, which are now carved pumpkins. As you can see, carved pumpkin. Then you take the carved pumpkin, place it in your inventory. It helps if you have torches on hand to do this with. I have not crafted torches for a while, so my supply of torches is at 0. I can put away the shears now that I'm done with the carving section. Oh, actually, these I will turn into a block of coal. What I will do is I will store the block of coal, and instead I will craft from the charcoal the torches. I can actually do this in my inventory. Oops, didn't mean to jump. So I can do this in my inventory. So I just craft the torches, and then I can also do this in my inventory. I can craft the lanterns by placing the torches beneath the pumpkins and inserting the torch inside of the pumpkin, wiggling it around. Just kidding. But yeah, oh, is that really messing up the minecart? Okay, so I need to move this chest forward. Let me do that now. I will move the chest forward. I will... let me see. I need one piece of cobblestone because I need to replace where the chest is currently sitting. I also need some iron because I need to make a hopper. So I have the hopper. I have my torches. I actually want to have the cobblestone equipped. I don't need to carry the iron out here, but I'm going to anyways. And oh, I actually need more cobblestone. My mistake. Yeah, I forgot I needed to replace these cobblestone as well. So let me tidy this up a little bit. Give that a nudge. Okay, so that's something worthwhile of noting. You do not want to have your hopper minecarts interrupted by the storage chest opening. Apparently that is a thing that can happen. You don't want that to happen. So in order to prevent that, you need to be very careful about how you build this thing. I am glad that I noticed that now as opposed to later, because later I might not have been in as good of a position to repair the construction. Now it's fully self-contained. I have 5 more pumpkins in there. And this is now finally complete-ish. It's complete, however, it's not finished. So let's see, the minecarts are here. The dirt is here, meaning the plant grows here. So I want to have a pumpkin facing in these directions. I want to fill these little windows here with pumpkins. Specifically the lit carved variant of pumpkin. There we go. That will ensure that inside of the farm, the crops are getting sufficient light, because the pumpkins need a minimum light level in order to grow. If the pumpkins do not get their minimum light level requirements, then the pumpkin will not grow. That simple. Do I have more pumpkins available? Because if so, I can finish this build right here and now. No, it's still at 5. That's fine. I want right there. Yeah, if I leap in here, you can see the pumpkins are all lined up with the, well, pumpkins. The lit carved pumpkins are all lined up with the pumpkin stem crops. This ensures that if I did get something wrong in my measurements, that at least I will have sufficient enough coverage to actually apply the modifications that I want. Still nothing. Okay. I need to deposit the iron. I need to grab the shears. I need to deposit these cobblestone slabs, deposit the extra cobblestone. I should probably deposit the coarse dirt as well. Grab the shears. Still no new pumpkins. Okay, well, that's fine. Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin. Carve, 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 carve. And now to ask them a question. No? No jokes? Oh, well, nah. Sometimes the dad jokes win. If you're laughing, then congratulations. You just laughed at a dad joke. If you're not laughing, you're a very serious person, and I respect that. But you know what? I can't help it if my jokes are so terrible. After all, I found them written on paper. Terrible. Terrible. Get it? I know. It's a bad pun. Terrible humor. No pun intended on that one. It's terrible humor. That one was a pun. But yeah, the 3 hoppers located within are pointed towards that storage chest. If we peer in the window, we might see a firing off of those pistons. We probably won't, but we might. Yeah. So that's going to do its thing. Yeah. It looks very ominous, very obelisk type of building. I actually need 2 pumpkins still. That's what I need. I should go and lay down so that the pumpkins can actually grow, as the pumpkins, I believe, also only grow during the daytime. They might be able to grow at night. However, get out of here. Okay. However, yeah, see? This is what I mean. The chickens just exploded out. Oh, looks like some of them just got cooked. Okay. But the chickens just exploded out and made a mess of the place. And because as they grew up, they pushed each other around, causing all kinds of problems. However, now they should be fine. Okay. Now, I'm sorry, you what? There we go. You too. There we go. Just clear out the animals around the base, you know? But yeah, lava, very similar to a cactus, will just burn items. So if you ever need to delete items or remove an item from existence, lava is your go-to for that. You don't want to do that, however, as deleting items, of course, offers no score. So that's something to consider. You don't want to not get score if you're working on playing Minecraft and trying to learn how to play Minecraft. You want to have a score. You want very good score. Wearing netherite armor, for example, very, very high score. Creating a beacon, good score. All kinds of different things in Minecraft offers you a good score. Fishing offers a decent score. However, fishing also is not impressive, so you kind of lose what's known as cool points. It's not as impressive if you're just sitting there fishing the whole time, simply by virtue of, anyone can just sit there and fish. Beating Minecraft through fishing is not exactly a spectator sport. Playing Minecraft, bit more of a spectator sport. Here we are, nature. Lantern. And boom. Okay. Now this thing is looking a lot more complete. Are the minecarts still running in here? No. Why not? Okay, so I'm going to have to leave this open, apparently, just in order to keep nudging this minecart. I don't know how to fix that, because I don't really know what's causing the minecart to do that. I think I might be able to fix it if I there's a few ways I could fix this. However, the problem with pretty much all of those options involves redirecting the minecart to just zigzag all over the place. However, if I wanted to, I could retrieve this minecart as well. Retrieve the rail here. Put away some of this stuff, as I will be utilizing it in a slightly different fashion. I think I can get away with doing something along the lines of this. And then I can utilize a single minecart hopper minecart. Push. 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 Ugh. Okay, so this is awkward. I need to place a minecart in order to push that minecart. Screw it. I'll just break the block under it. Okay, that seemed to work. Temporarily. Where is... must be in here. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I need that. I need that. Okay, I need to go retrieve one of those powered rails, because I need to extend this powered rail line. That's what I need to do. So yeah, pretty soon I'll be able to have sound in my base again, because I won't have that constant clicking noise. Hopper minecart, check. Deploy hopper minecart. There. Move. See, this is the problem with using a hopper minecart, is if you don't have proper access to your minecart, it quickly becomes very frustrating to give it the initial nudge to start it. However, once it's running, you're fine. As you can see, it runs great. Now there's only one hopper in one hopper minecart in there. It runs over the hopper's 2 blocks instead of 1, and it covers all of the squares. So now that should not break anymore. Already I do notice that the productivity seems to have increased. I do need to go ahead and carve these up, harvest them from being placed, and then I go over to the nature tab, craft the lanterns, replace the one that I took previously. I will also need to, or want to, replace the torch which hangs above my front door here, just to reclaim the ambiance. Okay, so you're going to get harvested, Mr. Piggy, because you're being rude, trying to barge your way into my nest here. Speaking of which, there is what is known as a zombie pigman. As you can see, they are definitely not very healthy looking. They are non-violent unless they get aggressive. If you do something to upset the zombie pigman, they will get aggressive. For example, I hit him, so of course he got aggressive, and the result was that he tried to kill me, and he was very good at it. However, I was better, and as a result, he has died. So the zombie pigman is now neutered. I do not know why I have spare pumpkin seeds. I already have a surplus of pumpkin seeds. I do not need another surplus of pumpkin seeds. So I shall put these into the composter. over at the farm. Along the way, I shall reclaim this pumpkin. It seems I did not bring the shears. I don't know why I didn't bring the shears. I really should always just have a pair of shears on me, since my primary task at the moment is pumpkins. I need the lanterns. I need all the lanterns. So many lanterns. Has there been any more? No. Okay. So yeah. Running over here with cooked mutton. Depositing the rotten flesh, which will be given to a cleric villager. Deposit the seeds. Make sure that if there is anything over here that I need, that I already have it taken care of. I'll probably swap out of the potatoes when I have a full stack of poisonous potatoes. I could also set up a fully automatic cactus farm. That is an option. I'm considering, I guess, maybe? I don't know. What I do know is these pumpkins are going to prove instrumental. They will prove very vital, very effective, very useful. Boop. Boop. There we go. And now, because of those stairs that I placed earlier, right over there, all the kelp just floats right up to the top. Some of the kelp gets caught in this portion. That's fine. That is perfectly normal, kind of expected, actually. Yeah, so because of the way that this whole thing is set up, the hoppers will drain from that end to this end. Which doesn't sound very bad. It doesn't sound very convoluted or anything. However, you have to keep in mind that this is the same system. It's all one system. Like there are no plan whatevers. It's just all one system. Boop, 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 boop. And then grab the axe. And then harvest all the carved pumpkins. Since I'm overabundant on my pumpkin seed population, I'm capable of composting the spare pumpkin seeds before I craft more lanterns. I do need to go and retrieve the coal from inside of my base, seeing as I need to craft more torches. There's been no new pumpkins yet. But as you can see, the pumpkin farm is very useful. I never retrieved those pork chops from down here, did I? Oh my, are they still there? Nope. Were they at this one? Probably not. I think they just despawned is all. As unfortunate as it may be, the items are no real value lost there. It's not raining, and yet I didn't catch fire. Oh, right, Frostwalker. So, one of the benefits of Frostwalker 2 boots is that I don't take fire damage from campfires, simply by virtue of the fire is not hot enough for my character to get burned. Yeah. Oh, you are toast, Enderman. Where you at? I'm looking at you. Yeah, I'm looking at you. What are you gonna do about it? Huh? Huh? Run away! Run away! Haha! Safety. Yeah, you were right behind me. Look at that. You even took out one of the blocks that had a torch on it. Placed it down just before I wiped you out. How rude. Alright, guess I gotta place down whatever block this was that had the torch. Oh my, you've been just picking apart this hill, haven't you? Okay, well. Yeah. I'll just put the torch there, because... yeah. Okay. So yeah, bit of a lag spike, partially because A, all the monsters are probably spawning in, B, that